Welcome to Mr. Incredible News. The next few clips reveal how quickly a routine moment can become a story remembered around the world. Hail may look harmless from a distance, but large stones of ice can fall at highway speeds and become dangerous in seconds.
But I have not found Heather. I have not found Stacy. Smashed out windows. Beat the shit out of doors. Windows
Bumpers smashed.
Got to be freaking kidding me, man.
The ocean doesn't care how experienced the crew is. Every trip begins with respect for the sea, because the sea always has the final word. Running a red light saves almost no time, but it can create enough force to send vehicles into entirely different directions. When a truck starts riding on two wheels, the center of gravity is already pushing the limits. Recovering from that takes remarkable skill and a fair amount of luck. A ship can lose power in seconds, but momentum doesn't disappear with the engines. That's why even experienced crews can face impossible situations. Mooring lines are easy to overlook, until one fails. Sometimes a few ropes are all that stand between a calm harbor and a costly accident.
I got it!
Sometimes the safest way to prevent a rock slide is to bring the mountain down on your own terms before nature does it for you. Red lights don't guarantee safety. They only work when every driver approaching the intersection follows the rules. Moving water doesn't need to be deep to become dangerous. Once it starts carrying cars, it's already far stronger than it looks. Mountain communities live with risks that change every rainy season. One powerful storm can reshape roads, rivers, and lives overnight. Bad weather leaves very little room for error. Wind, current, and reduced control can overwhelm even experienced crews. That's one parking spot no GPS would ever recommend. It takes a remarkable chain of events for a car to end up on a rooftop. Those ice stones spent minutes growing inside the storm. It only takes seconds for them to damage roofs, windows, and vehicles. Every truck driver knows the tug test takes a few seconds. Skipping it can create problems that last a whole lot longer.
This is ridiculous. Down to zero. Oh, watch out, watch out. Oh, God.
The driver of the white SUV had the right idea. Get as far onto the grass as possible, then climb the embankment and get out of harm's way. Rain doesn't have to be heavy to make roads dangerous. A thin layer of water can dramatically reduce tire grip when drivers least expect it. Every truck driver eventually meets a hill that wins.
Chao, adiós. Carro viejo es carro viejo.
Moving a gas turbine casing isn't about brute strength, it's about precision. Even without the rotor installed, this oversized steel structure weighs enough to challenge every bridge, corner, and suspension component along the route.
trưởng ạ. Thôi.
That vehicle gave it everything it had. Time to reward it with some well-deserved maintenance. Hydraulic oil is the lifeblood of an excavator. Keeping it clean is just as important as changing the engine oil. That towering plume isn't just smoke, it's a superheated mixture of volcanic ash, rock fragments, and gas, rising thousands of feet into the atmosphere. Once a heavy truck loses traction, momentum becomes the driver's biggest enemy. Thousands of pounds don't change direction easily. A tire failure on a fully loaded tanker can change everything in seconds. The weight and momentum leave very little room for recovery. Behind every strike are communities dealing with damaged infrastructure, disrupted services, and the uncertainty that conflict brings. Heavy haul specialists don't just move oversized cargo, they solve engineering problems on wheels. Every transport requires route analysis, load calculations, and precise coordination long before the convoy reaches the road. Credit to the driver for pulling that off. Imagine how much simpler it would have been if the area across the gate hadn't been taken up by another truck. A tornado doesn't have to be massive to be dangerous. Even a narrow funnel can produce winds strong enough to damage buildings and send debris flying. Some road hazards can't be predicted. An oversized load like this doesn't begin its journey on the highway. It travels by ocean vessel, inland barge, and finally specialized heavy-haul trucks, proving that modern logistics is about connecting every mode of transportation into one seamless operation. That bucket holds 42 cubic meters, about 42,000 liters, or roughly 42 metric tons of water. It's more than enough to crush a passenger car under its sheer weight. Excavators are built to move mountains, but even they become helpless when the mountain decides to move first. That old Chevy put up a good fight. In the end, it's usually a simple equation: weight, traction, and which vehicle loses grip first. Steel cables may look indestructible, but every strand carries an enormous share of the load. When one system fails, the release of energy is immediate. Heavy haul operations often begin where ships end their journey. Once oversized cargo leaves the port, specialized transport crews take over, guiding massive loads through public roads with remarkable precision and planning. Every railcar has a working life. When that service ends, retirement can be just as dramatic as the years it spent on the rails.
That's all.
Not every road hazard is moving. An excavator's track spread its weight over a surprisingly large area. Even so, every move has to be carefully planned before the machine starts climbing. Recovering a stranded truck is often more difficult than moving one on the road. Every lift requires precise load calculations because the crane must control shifting weight while preventing the vehicle from rolling or swinging unexpectedly. This is Mr. Incredible news. Before every major event, there's a moment when everything still seems perfectly normal. These cameras captured those final seconds.